Hello people, and welcome back to episode 7 of our Gor Rok cinematic battles Let's Play on Warhammer 2. We are at the end of the next turn from the finish of last episode, and the forces of chaos have come back into the marks of the Old Ones with a highly diminished force, so we've got an easy auto-resolve to kick the episode off with, and Tarsik will take... Regeneration isn't much, so I think we're going to go for the experience for the units. Okay, so we've had someone from Pestilens try and steal our technology. Chaos Lord has been gone. The Vessels of Chaos are defeated. Tarsik has 20% ward save. Excellente. So we lost Mortuary of Zluka. I don't know how to pronounce that. I know that was wrong. Last episode after taking it. And Lord Croak has leveled up again here. So I think we're going to give him... I think magic resistance is going to be useful whilst we're fighting against the Skaven. We are going to colonise the mortuary again. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they have underbarrowed away. However, they are severely weakened across their lines, and our garrison hopefully should be able to deal with that, as Gor Rok won't make it back in time. Our Saurus Scar Veteran has another level up point here. And we're going to take him down this route first, I think. We're gonna give him some more armor. That seems like a good decision right now. Let's have a quick glance at the diplomacy situation. So right now we are at war with some of the pirates and Clan Pestilens, who are continuing to cause us issues in the Great Southern Jungle. I'm pretty sure now they're going to come and attack the crater, and hopefully the garrison will be able to hold those guys off. They have used the underway to get away. Interestingly enough, hopefully now we've defeated the Vassals of Chaos, our settlements will be left alone, although the north of our territory is dangerously undefended at the moment. If we win 3 battles in 20 turns, we're going to get 4 Blessed Chameleon Skinks, and we've also unlocked a new Regiment of Renown, the Phallic Sentinels, which are Pterodon Riders. Let's take a look at those guys. Okay, so these guys have poison damage. We do have the blessed ones as well, don't we? These guys are the fire ones. These are in Tarsik's army. And they've been doing a fantastic job, and Gor Rok has leveled up again. This guy is absolutely crushing it at the moment. So we're still looking at majority Saurus in Gor Rok's army right now. And that'll give him rally, which is plus 16 leadership. I really want to go for this, the Deadly Onslaught. It's going to give him charge bonus, armor piercing damage, and weapon damage. I think we're going to buff his leadership. It's already pretty great, but it's always better to have more. Okay, so I think I want to force march him back to the crater. I don't care if we lose this, I want to take Zotel next turn. And then hopefully that's going to give us... How is the public order in this province? It's pretty dependent on the characters right now, so let's prepare for us leaving the Southern Great Jungle. And we do have another skill point to assign as well. Tarsik, the Croxigal Beast, has leveled up. So it looks as though we've unlocked some of these stuff now at level 10. Okay, intimidating, but that's going to make him cause terror. Definitely going for that. Of course, we have our new fire slam mage priest up in the north as well. It'd be really cool to see him get some action. Let's give him the chameleon skinks. Maybe we need to... I'm not sure where it's best to move him right now. We'll leave him where he is. And Sotek asking us of something to join the war against the court of Liberas. We don't want to fight Queen Khalida right now. We really want to get rid of Pestilens. And they are raiding us right now. So we're going to go and get rid of him with Gor Rok before we take the final settlement. Okay, so he's over here right now. And he's just out of range.
No, blame you.
I think even if... let's get some growth up in here as well. In the Great Southern Jungle. I think even if we do chase him, he's only going to run away, and if he does come back in to take the settlement, the garrison should be able to hold him off.
Not enough warpstone.
One of his storm vermin is seriously weakened. Let's go ahead and take Zotel. Hopefully that'll force him into attacking and maybe even cause him more attrition, because Clan Pestilens are going to be here. We don't need to fight that, that's an easy auto resolve. I just want to occupy. And we gain 4 leadership and fighting against Skaven. And Gor Rok has now gained +4 charge bonus and +5 leadership. And we do now control the Southern Great Jungle. Definitely public order and growth to be starting off with. What do we currently have here? Okay, we're running public order and growth, but we don't really need that anymore. I think we'll go for the alignment of war. Now that we have some recruitment going on here. We'll see. Tarsik, again, we need to kind of give him a new target. The Blessed Dread are down here as well. And it looks like Sotek are losing ground to these guys. And they are deteriorating in their relationship with us as well. Okay, now would be a good chance to move in and take the Colchian Plains with Tarsik. March of the Old Ones is also due an upgrade as well. Let's get some growth in this province so we can unlock the rest of the tiles. And it looks as though Pestilens are down here as well. They are putting another army together. I'm pretty sure that the crater is going to be attacked right now. Either by this force just to the south. And they've used the underway to get away again, and he's right there. Looks like he's going to go for the mortuary again. And Clan Eshin have performed their right, and someone is playing the Sword of Cain. Yeah. Let's bring him back down to the crater. And I think we're going to send Tarsik up to the mortuary because I really want rid of Clan Pestilens right now. This place will survive. Let's get some more income coming in right now. Oh, we can't. Oh, maybe because he's reducing the building cost. That's interesting. Okay, another end turn. Hopefully we can get some battles here pretty soon. And Pestilens has used the underway to get into the forest. Looks like they now know they are under the Kosh, with Tarsik and Gor Rok both closing in on them. Think of me. No, we can't make it to him. I don't think Tarsik can either. No, we can't. Okay, so let's level up the mortuary. We'll consolidate this place as quickly as possible. Vomich is building a meat shield army by the looks of things. So Gor Rok is going to come down and deal with that right now. They have a hell of a lot of clan rats. A serious amount of clan rats. This is going to be a fun fight. We could do lightning strike, which stops their reinforcements coming in. I think we might do that just because I think this number of Skaven is going to lag my PC to hell. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to fight this. Gor Rok is going to absolutely shred these rats. So welcome to the first battle of the episode. Right now these Skaven forces have taken a wide line, so I'm just shifting my line ever so slightly down the hill to meet them as head on as we can. And our Cold One Riders here as well are going to take a bit of a flank on here in a moment. Speed this up while the armies get into formation. So right now they have a lot of forces over this hill which we couldn't actually see. We get hit by a menace from below right in our front line, which is quickly wrecked by the Saurus units and the javelins. And these guys didn't stand a chance. Kind of a waste of their ability. And we lost a couple of Saurus there. Cauldron Riders now decide to make a move into these clan rats with shields. And you get a pretty decent charge on them. And then we do pull them out before these spears get too close. Now the Great March begins. Oh, how about that for a sight coming over the hill, eh? Gor Rok and his legions. Such a cool hero. One of my favourite heroes in the game right now. And then we do have Ikit Claw over here as well. Gor Rok is marching straight in to meet these two Skaven heroes head on. Absolutely no fear as the lines clash all up and down the hill. We did activate his buff that gives him better weapon strength and charge bonus. And Croak comes in his wheelchair as well. And all on the lines now. The Skaven are starting to meet our lines. We did flank some skink javelins around here. So they're going to come in from behind and get some nice javelin throws into the back of the Skaven. We're going to get hit by a chain lightning here from Ikit Claw. Not before we return some magic fire with our own deliverance of Itza from Lord the Beast Croak, wiping out so many Skaven there. Easy Rex is almost all of this Skaven line free, allowing the Saurus units to move elsewhere on the battlefield. The Gor Rok is still here, covered head to toe in blood, absolutely smashing these comrades. Still got Ikit Claw here, of course, who has a bit of a beef with Gor Rok after he wrecked the settlement. I think it was Kurveza. And I nearly missed that deliverance of Itza. Oh, it's so good. I absolutely love that spell. Lord Crow is only getting stronger and stronger every time we use him. Now really our Cauldron Riders come back in to clean up some of these Night Runners that were causing us issues. These guys really don't stand a chance against dinosaurs riding velociraptors. Then we get hit by the brass orb from Ikit Claw back on the lines there. And we have another skirmish going on over here as well, where our Saurus units managed to catch up with another Cold One Rider. And these guys are just trying to get rid. This battle actually turned out to be quite annoying, purely because we had another deliverance over here as well. I wiped out some slingers that the Saurus come in and reinforce. So yeah, this battle became really annoying because they had so many skirmish units, and if anything that really highlights a weakness of Gor Rok's army, especially against the Skaven. Just the fact that we can't chase down their skirmish units fast enough. You can just see the speed here compared to our Saurus spears against these Skaven slingers. Just can't catch them. Meanwhile, we do have some Skaven coming back in from routing. And now the battle lines are really split up. You can see right here that once our Clawed One riders are tired, they're even having difficulty catching these guys. But they do eventually get up to them. And now it's just a case of wiping out what remains of them as Lord Croak leads some Saurus over the hill. And Gor Rok decides to chase down one of the Skaven warlords. Meanwhile, Ikit Claw is getting involved in some action here as well. He's going to go head to head with Lord Croak as he crashes into the side of his wheelchair. You see we've got more skirmish unit problems here as these Saurus spears try and chase them down and get hit in the side. There's a shield of the old ones here, probably a little bit misplaced as they carried on walking out of it, and right now this battle is just a case of chasing them down as much as possible. Ikit Claw decides to come back in for some action, and then another deliverance of Itza happened over here as well, which wipes out those Night Runners. You see he's going to get some of this dirty warpstone poison crap into the side of our beautiful Saurus units here. And Croak's going to come back in. He's going to get a melee attack off on Ikit Claw, run him over with his wheelchair, and that deliverance of it, so he's going to take a big chunk of his health away before Ikit Claw finally routs, which pretty much marks the end of the battle. So kind of a pain in the ass battle right there. Those Night Runners and Skaven Slingers gave us a real chasing, and as they can fire while they're running away, they managed to get some hits in. Ikit Claw finally taking a pounding. I didn't actually realise before I started the fight that we were actually fighting Ikit Claw, but it's nice to get some revenge on him after the Doom Rocket he dropped. It's a good job we didn't have another Doom Rocket because we were pretty bunched up there, but some of our Saurus getting multiple hundreds of kills. Cold One Rider's doing really well. Nice, easy victory. And that's going to allow us to sack the settlement. And I think we're going to repeatedly sack them here. He's going to get a charge bonus. And we got a plus 10 magic reserve for defeating Ikit Claw. And more income from sacking settlements as well. And Gor Rok's going to level up. I think Foe Seeker here. So he's going to get speed and vigour. That's going to help him chase down more lords. And now we have Lord Croak again as well. I think giving him the Terror ability is going to be very useful. Marks of the Old Ones is ready to go up as well. I think the public order in this place is stabilising right now. I'm going to go ahead and increase our money and public order as well. Now Tartic is going to come and chase down this Skaven army. Now I'm expecting Vomich's army to come back at Gor Rok. I'm pretty sure they're going to. But he won't stand a chance, he just has an army full of meat shields. So hopefully now we should be very close to seeing the end of Clan Pestilens, who also, remember, confederated with... Okay, so we've intercepted them. That's a easy auto resolve. Let's give our armor piercing damage to... Oh, this is Tartic, isn't it? Okay, this is Tartic. Let's give it to one of the Saurus units. And at this point in the war with the Skaven, there's a lot of easy auto resolves. Gor Rok again is going to intercept Vomich. We're going to give charge bonus to our Cold One Riders. And that's another easy win as well. Let's get the replenishment in. And Clan Pestilens are not having a good time here. Okay, so we've stolen a sword. And we now have plus leadership, oversized and melee attack. We've also unlocked the Umbral Tide as well as Salamander Hunting Pack. And we do have our blessed Chameleon Skinks. 2 Skaven Lords defeated in battle. Let's check out that new sword. Warrior Bane. Okay, right now he has plus melee attack. And plus minus weapon damage. I think we're going to stick with the Brass Cleaver for right now. Gor Rok is leveled up again. This guy is powering through the levels. Let's have a look at these new sections. We've got weapon strength, hit points, melee defense or speed. He already has the Foe Seeker for a speed buff. I think giving him more melee defense is only going to make him more tankier. So Lord Skrolk has brought in some Skaven reinforcements. They do have the Poison Wind, 2 Assassins and some Storm Vermin as well. Plus the Night Runners and the Garrison, which will still be weakened. And Tarsik has managed to defeat the army. Let's bring in some melee attack for the Scar Veteran. And then we're going to send him back to the mortuary. And let's build up the crater. I think we're going to send Gor Rok in for another pop here. And I think it would be good to fight this and see how Gor Rok's forces stand up against these Warpfire weapons team and the Poison Wind Gobblers. Let's fight this one again. So right now a pretty similar scenario to the second battle, apart from this time I put the Saurus front line on an angle and our Cold One Riders are going to come up over the hill here. Unfortunately for the first 2 battles we had the same map, but you know we are fighting in the same settlement on our persistent war against Clan Pestilens. Here is one of the assassins and Lord Skrolk here in the middle, the absolute scumbag, running along with that mace of his. You see, this is what our enemies are facing. See all these little night runners. I think these are night runners. Yeah, they are. The Skavens do reposition. And then again they try and drop in a menace from below. Some clan rats appearing to try and disrupt the Saurus lines, but this is just easy work for these massively buffed Saurus units. Meanwhile the frontline march is on. Our skink cohorts reach here first. And we do have our Cold One Riders here waiting for ambush. They are currently hidden from sight. And these guys are going to get a great charge on some of these poison throwers that are milling around here, just crawling over each other. Get hit by another menace from beneath on the right, on the left here. And the clan rats against the Saurus warriors with shields are absolutely no match at all. They rout almost immediately. And then we're going to have Gor Rok coming in now. He's going to go straight for Lord Skrolk. He's actually going to get a debuff on Gor Rok that stops him from using his ability that buffs his weapon damage, speed and vigour. It was a little bit unfortunate, and then Skrulk is immediately reinforced, but Gor Rok does not give a rat's ass. Excuse the pun as a poison wind comes in there, taking out a fair few of his own troops as Gor Rok gets involved. Right now, there's just battles happening all across the lines. Croak's going to cast a Deliverance of Itza here just to get these clan rats off him. He does get into a rather nasty melee fight and loses a fair bit of health in this battle, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll have to be careful of that. On the right, these Saurus units are dealing with the Storm Vermin, who are some of the higher tier elite Skaven infantry. There's another poison wind attack coming in here to try and get rid of these Saurus, but Squawk Road doesn't stand a chance. And there's all different battle lines forming across the field here. Our Skaven, our skink cohort, keep pounding into the side of these Storm Vermin. I'm pretty sure these are just clan rats actually. And meanwhile, our Cold One Riders get that nice flank on the poison throwers. And they're just going to carry on chasing down these Night Runners, who really have no other choice now apart from fleeing towards the back of the map and getting trashed by the Raptors. Gor Rok is still in here giving chirps to Lord Skrulk with his Saurus units. And this guy doesn't half take a pounding before eventually routing just in amongst all this absolute chaos here. Again, you see, we're suffering from the same issues in the first fight. These Skaven slingers that are coming back, and we just don't have the speed to chase them down. So maybe that's an indication that when we go back to the Great Northern Jungle, we get Gor Rok some more cavalry. If this is going to be a recurring theme throughout this campaign. Sorry, the Skaven just flew away then. Well, this is pretty much it. It was another great victory, although Lord Croak didn't hard take a pounding. So even his wheelchair is covered in blood, including himself. That can't be the greatest of smells, to have a giant dead toad covered in rat blood. It's a pretty easy win now, as we just round off the Skaven. And looks like there's going to be another Deliverance of Itza here, just to wipe away these remaining Skaven. There we go, there's one more for the episode. And that's going to mark the end of the fight. So another easy win there for Gor Rok and his Saurus legions. Again, getting lots of good experience and chevrons on them. The Cold One Riders had a really good fight there. They had a good flank on those poison wind throwers. And again, not too many of the Skaven forces get in. Well, pretty much none of them had any significant amount of kills in our forces. Lord Croak got into a little bit of a melee fight there, and he suffered a bit. You see, he's nearly lost half of his health, which is a significant amount for him. We'll have to be careful getting him into melee like that again. That's a decisive victory. And I think we're going to go ahead and raise this settlement. That's going to kill those two characters. The reason why I'm not capturing it, because the Lost Valley is currently contended by one of our allies. And I really don't want to have to deal with territory that isn't fully in my control. So we're going to leave him for a while. Now, with that fight, Clan Pestilens are still around, which is not what I wanted to hear. I wanted them to go away, but they are still around, I think, anyway. Yes, they are. We have some more settlement grades available. Now, this place is leveled all the way up now. Sure, let's consolidate this region. Make sure that is absolutely defendable against any rebellions or pirate armies or chaos forces that arise. And we're only a couple of turns away here from completing our first ritual, which is going to give us some pretty tasty buffs, if I remember rightly. More lizardmen want to join the war against the Blue Vipers. You know what? Shortly we will be. When we've cleared up the Clan Pestilens threat in the south, we're going to march north with Gor Rok. Okay, Caverns of the Great Bat has just... something has just happened there. See if we can search the ruins. And I have absolutely no idea how to do these. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, puzzle failed. I have no idea how to do them. I'm pretty sure now Clan Pestilens are going to be lurking in the ruins of the southern spine of Sotek, I'm guessing. Axotl has also leveled up, and the Mouth of Kaveza as well. Let's do Kaveza first so we can build some defences here. Let's get through another turn. It looks as though now, with wiping away those last, we've also encountered the Fortress of Dawn. Hopefully they are going to be friendly high elves.
The secrets upon the lost plaques were spoken, and the skies above Lustria cracked with power. Far below the heavens, under a forgotten temple, the ritual of prognostication roused an ancient relic priest. Who stirs my eternal vigilance? Rumbled the relic priest, as it revealed a dread prophecy. If the vortex of the Asa fails, demons unfettered will consume the world. Only the great warding can bolster the vortex, but the comet's wake has left it fragile. As the relic priest's eyes began to fade, it made mention of a lost key, the location of which would be revealed by 4 further rituals. The rituals would realign the Great Warding, and the key, when found, shall unlock the power to permanently restore the vortex. The task was clear. Find the sacred plaques and cast the rituals.
Okay, so some pretty exciting stuff. We complete the ritual of prognostication. That's going to give us 2,000 gold. Now we have to complete the ritual of rumination. That's going to give us, we're still a fair way from that yet. We need just over 1,000 ancient plaques. And Croak was leveled up again. Okay, so we can give him healing, which is as if he wasn't already overpowered enough. Is there a reason why I can't garrison them in the city? Okay, that was kind of weird. So I'm pretty sure Pestilens are now lurking in these ruins here. So we're going to have to go ahead and deal with them before we can move out of this territory. We can research the Tablet of Monuments. That's going to give us plus 10 growth, which is going to be really handy for continually expanding our empire. The mortuary is also leveled up, so we're going to give that some defences and some more growth. We're not going to be in this region for a while, so Tarsik has also gained a point as well. Miasma of Despair. It's going to be a hex that gives -8 leadership, speed and vigour. That causes big problems for those around him. I think we're going to go for that. That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to send Tarsik back into this region. Save up our money a little bit here. So it looks as though the elves and the lizards are at war with each other in the south. And we could end up having to decide which force we join in that battle if it spreads into our territory. Population surplus, excelente. Gor Rok has leveled up again. Let's give him that extra melee defense again. We'll finish that off. It's a fair march for him to make it over here. I think he has to cross a river, does he? No, just cutting through the jungle. We're not going to capture these. I'm pretty sure this is where our Slam Mage Priest has leveled up as well. He hasn't seen action just yet. Fireball sounds good. Let's level him up with that. I'm looking forward to seeing that in action eventually. But for right now, he's going to have to just sit tight until the south is secure. Axolotl can also level up as well. I think it would be a good idea to get the extra growth in that region, because we've got some more slots to unlock here. And that will allow us to bolster the River Cavaza area. Okay, skip through another turn here. I think I'm going to leave Tarsik in the south to fight the Dark Elves, while Gor Rok marches back north to deal with Marcus Wolfheart and the Blue Vipers, they're the Orcs. I think that's going to be the plan. And then maybe after we've defeated the Orcs and Marcus, we can get the Shield of Aeons. Or might do that before. Right, Awakening has expired. That is fine. Okay, let's take Gor Rok off Force March here. And come and invest the Mine of Bearded Skulls. I'm pretty sure this should be Skaven. Yes, it is. And it is a fair amount of Skaven as well. And it is going to be a siege battle. See lots of Storm Vermin. Climax, the odds are not in our favour. But in my opinion, we have by far the superior force. Especially, look at these Saurus warriors now have 103 leadership, 55 melee attack, 69 weapon strength. And all got decent armour as well. But I think that's going to be a good place to leave it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Next time on episode 8 we're going to kick off with the Mine of the Bearded Skulls and hopefully the end of Clan Pestilens. We finally managed to consolidate the Great Southern Jungle today, which is great. We've been wanting to do that for a while. If you have enjoyed the video, a like below is very much appreciated. Equally, if you don't enjoy these kind of videos, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. It helps me gauge what you guys do and do not like on the channel. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in next time for this big siege. It should be a lot of fun. And we'll see you next time.